Today, we are going to discuss the Cambridge Reading Passage, The Power of Play. 27 to 31 questions are to match the statements with correct researcher. First statement is, play can be divided into a number of separate categories. खेल को कई अलग-अलग श्रेणियों में विभाजित किया जा सकता है. Let's see in the paragraph, definitions range from discrete descriptions of various types of play such as physical, construction, language, or symbolic play. Miller and Aman 2009. So its answer is Miller and Aman. Next statement is, adults' intended goals affect how they play with children. Adults के निर्धारित लक्ष्य इस बात को प्रभावित करते हैं कि वे बच्चों के साथ कैसे खेलते हैं. Let's see in the paragraph, the adult's role in play varies as a function of their educational goals and the child's developmental level. Hirsch Pasek et al. 2009. So its answer is Hirsch Pasek et al. Next statement is, combining work with play may be the best way for children to learn. काम को खेल के साथ जोड़ना बच्चों के सीखने का सबसे अच्छा तरीका हो सकता है. Let's see in the paragraph, researcher Joan Goodman suggested, at this midpoint between play and work, the child's motivation, coupled with guidance from an adult can create robust opportunities for playful learning. So its answer is Joan Goodman. Next statement is, certain elements of play are more significant than others. खेल के कुछ तत्व अन्य तत्वों की तुलना में अधिक महत्वपूर्ण होते हैं. Let's see in the paragraph, other researchers have suggested that process orientation and a lack of obvious functional purpose may be the most important aspects of play. Pellegrini 2009. So its answer is Pellegrini. Next statement is, activities can be classified on a scale of playfulness. गतिविधियों को खेल भावना के स्तर के आधार पर वर्गीकृत किया जा सकता है. Let's see in the paragraph, based on observations and attitudes that are meant to capture the essence of all play behaviors. Rubin et al. 1983. So its answer is Rubin et al. 32 to 36 questions are yes, no and not given. First question is, children need toys in order to play. बच्चों को खेलने के लिए खिलौनों की आवश्यकता होती है. Let's see in the paragraph, virtually every child, the world over plays. The drive to play is so intense that children will do so in any circumstances, for instance when they have no real toys. So its answer is no. Next question is, it is a mistake to treat play and learning as separate types of activities. खेल और सीखने को अलग-अलग प्रकार की गतिविधियों के रूप में मानना एक गलती है. Let's see in the paragraph, our society has created a false dichotomy between play and learning. हमारे समाज ने खेल और सीखने के बीच एक झूठा विभाजन, द्वैत, बना दिया है. So its answer is yes. Next question is, not given. Next question is, researchers have agreed on a definition of play. शोधकर्ताओं ने खेल की एक परिभाषा पर सहमति व्यक्त की है. Let's see in the paragraph. Full consensus on a formal definition of play continues to elude the researchers and theorists who study it. Definitions range from discrete descriptions of various types of play such as physical, construction, language or symbolic play, so its answer is no. Next question is, work and play differ in terms of whether or not they have a target. काम और खेल में इस बात के आधार पर अंतर होता है कि उनका कोई लक्ष्य है या नहीं. Let's see in the paragraph, from the perspective of a continuum, play can thus blend with other motives and attitudes that are less playful, such as work. Unlike play, work is typically not viewed as enjoyable and it is extrinsically motivated, so its answer is yes. Next 37 to 40 questions are to complete the summary. This summary is about guided play. First question is, in the simplest form of guided play, an adult contributes to the environment in which the child is playing. Alternatively, an adult can with a child and develop the play. For instance, by something the child to investigate different aspects of their game. वैकल्पिक रूप से, एक वयस्क बच्चे के साथ मिलकर खेल को विकसित कर सकता है. उदाहरण के लिए बच्चे को उसके खेल के विभिन्न पहलुओं की जांच करने के लिए कुछ करके. Let's see in the paragraph, in the more direct form of guided play, parents or other adults can support children's discoveries, or encouraging further exploration or new facet to the child's activity. So its answer is encouraging. Next question is, adults can help children to learn through play, and may take the activity rather structured. but it should still be based on the child's something to play. वयस्क खेल के माध्यम से बच्चों को सीखने में मदद कर सकते हैं और गतिविधि को कुछ हद तक संरचित बना सकते हैं, लेकिन ये फिर भी बच्चे की खेलने की किसी चीज पर आधारित होना चाहिए. Let's see in the paragraph. Although playful learning can be somewhat structured, it must also be child-centered. Play should stem from the child's own desire, so its answer is desire. Next question is, play without the intervention of adults gives children real something. वयस्कों के हस्तक्षेप के बिना किया गया खेल बच्चों को वास्तविक कुछ प्रदान करता है. Let's see in the paragraph. Intrinsically motivated free play provides the child with true autonomy, so its answer is autonomy. Next question is, with adults, play can be something at particular goals. वयस्कों के साथ खेल को विशेष लक्ष्यों की ओर कुछ किया जा सकता है. Let's see in the paragraph. While guided play is an avenue through which parents and educators can provide more targeted learning experiences, so its answer is targeted. I hope this video is beneficial to you. If yes, please like, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.